Hello, my name is Tim and welcome to today's lesson. Okay, so today we will be talking about brands. Of course, this is a business English lesson and our topic for today is brands. Okay, we'll be finding out today what a brand is and the various aspects of a brand and what makes a brand work, as well as some grammar and vocabulary. So let's get to it. Once again, my name is Tim and I'm going to be your coach for this lesson, and let's go. Just going to share my screen and we can begin. Right, here we are. So the topic, as I said, is brands, and this will be one of our exercises today. But before we get into the exercises, let's take a minute to explore the subject of brands. What is your favorite brand? How do you speak about your favorite brand? What do you like about your favorite brand? Or from the business perspective, what does a brand need to succeed? And how do you talk about this? Learning how to talk about brands and brand success will help you to contribute or to help in business meetings when your company talks about making its brand better. Let's look at a video and discuss the content. Are you ready? Let's go.
What are the qualities of a really good brand?
Strong brands, really, brands that you would say have a real traction in the marketplace, will have a number of important qualities. Obviously, the first is they will have high levels of awareness. So people will know about them and recognize them when they see them. And that might be the physical product, or it might be the visual identity, the design manifestation. But obviously recognition is not enough. What needs to happen also is that people, the target customer or consumer needs to know a lot about that brand. So a strong brand will also immediately communicate a set of appealing and persuasive ideas and perceptions that enable the end user, the target audience, to know whether or not this is a brand for them, or whether it's a brand that they perhaps are not attracted to. Brands are...
Okay, now that's part of it. Question one, what are the qualities of a really good brand? See, so the first quality of a brand, as the speaker says there, is a brand will have high levels of awareness. Now, think about it. What does your company do to create or to advertise its brand? How does your company make people aware that products exist from it? What's your favorite brand? What's your favorite phone brand? What is your favorite television brand, etc.? How did you get to know? Some of the ways of advertising a brand include television commercials, billboards. Now, a billboard is a large frame or rectangle, a board that you see usually by the roadsides advertising a brand. Did you get to know about your favorite brand by social media marketing? These are some of the common ways that people get to know about their brand, their favorite brands, of course. Let's get a bit more into the grammar and vocabulary. As you can see on the screen, we've got brands. Products are made in the factory, but brands are made in the mind. Walter Landau, branding pioneer. So, as a language review for today, we'll begin by speaking about the present simple and present continuous. So the present simple tense is used to refer to events that happen regularly, events that usually happen, common everyday activities. For example, Joanne wakes up at 5 every morning. The school bus arrives at 7 a.m., depending on how early, of course, children go to school in your country. And the present continuous is used to refer to 1, activities that are currently happening. Currently happening. Activities that are happening right now. Okay. Now, in my experience of teaching English to Spanish learners, I've learned that there is a common misconception or mistake in the use of the words current and actual. So when referring to something that's happening right away, right now, you say current. But when referring to something that's a real situation or the real thing, you say actual. Okay. So the present continuous, one more time, is used to refer to activities that are happening right now. For example, you are watching this video right now. You are learning business English right now. Got it? Perfect. Also, the present continuous is used to refer to activities that are planned to happen in the future. For example, if you have booked a ticket and you're on your way to Brazil tomorrow, you say, I'm traveling to Brazil tomorrow. See, you say it like it's happening right now, but actually you're talking about something that you are going to do tomorrow. Now, let's take a look at the exercises. Present simple and present continuous. 1. Complete the sentences. Drag the appropriate word or phrase from the list to the correct box. So, number 1. Our suppliers always dash their best to deliver on time. Our suppliers always dash their best to deliver on time. 2 options. What do you think it is? Do you think it's our suppliers always do their best, or our suppliers always keeps their best? Take a few seconds and choose your answer. Do or keep? Okay, next. Our department always dash a detailed record of its spending. Our department always dash a detailed record of its spending. 2 options. Is testing or keeps? Our department always is testing a detailed record, or our department always keeps a detailed record. Choose your answer. What do you think it is? 3. Procter & Gamble dash a wide variety of consumer goods. Is it buy or makes? Procter & Gamble buys a wide variety, of consumer goods, or makes a wide variety of consumer goods. Number 4, our agency dash all it can to ensure the success of our forthcoming advertising campaign. Our agency dash all it can to ensure the success of our forthcoming advertising campaign. is making or is doing? So do you say our agency is doing all it can, or our agency is making all it can? Choose your answer. Number 5. Most of my colleagues usually dash designer brands, but for me, price is more important. Most of my colleagues usually dash designer brands, but for me, price is more important. 2 options: buy or are buying. So do you say most of my colleagues buy designer brands, or most of my colleagues usually are buying designer brands? Okay, not to worry. When we run through all the questions, all the blanks, we'll reveal all the answers. So you'll be sure whether you're right or wrong, okay? Number 6, Glentex dash a new career drug at the moment, a new cancer drug at the moment, excuse me. Glentex dash a new cancer drug at the moment. They would like to start production next year. So options: Glentex knows a new cancer drug, or Glentex is making a new cancer drug. Choose your answer. 7, foreign investors dash a lot of properties in our country this year. Foreign investors dash a lot of properties in our country this year. Foreign investors, A, is testing a number of cosmetics, a lot of properties rather. Or B, foreign investors are buying a lot of properties in our country this year. What's your answer? Are buying or is testing? 8, everybody dash a number of cosmetics companies routinely test their products on animals. Everybody are keeping or everybody knows? So do you say everybody are keeping a number of cosmetics companies, or everybody knows a number of cosmetics companies routinely test? 9, despite the pressure this week, we dash within the schedule. We dash within the schedule. So we is testing within the schedule, or we are keeping within the schedule. Demand is at its peak this month, but the production department dash every possible effort to meet the targets. Okay, so now we're going to show the answers. Are you ready? Look at all the answers you chose and compare with the right answers. Number 1, our suppliers always do their best to deliver on time. Why do? Perhaps the first question should be, is it present simple or present continuous? What do you think? It's present simple. Our suppliers always do their best to deliver on time. It's present simple because this sentence expresses an activity that happens regularly. In this case, always, actually. And we use do and not does because it's in plural form. Suppliers. Our suppliers always do their best to deliver on time. Number 2, our department always keeps a detailed record of its spending. What do you think? Is it present simple or present continuous? It's present simple. By now, I'm sure you're catching the idea. Number 3, Procter & Gamble makes a wide variety of consumer goods. Uh-oh. Why makes? Isn't it plural? After all, it's Procter & Gamble. Well, in this case, Procter & Gamble is the name of a brand. It's one brand. Okay, so in this case, it qualifies as singular and not plural. So we say makes. Procter & Gamble is one brand. And so we say Procter & Gamble makes a wide variety of consumer goods. Now, is it present simple or present continuous? You probably guessed it. It's present continuous as well. Number 4, our agency is doing all it can to ensure the success of our forthcoming advertising campaign. Our agency is doing all it can to ensure the success of our forthcoming advertising campaign. Is it present simple or present continuous? It's present continuous. Right. So our agency is doing right now. It's happening right now. Number 5, most of my colleagues usually buy designer brands, but for me, price is more important. Okay. So here we go. Is this present simple or present continuous? Most of my colleagues usually buy. It's present simple. Glentex is testing a new cancer drug at the moment. They would like to start production next year. Is it present simple or present continuous? It's present continuous, as you probably guessed. It's getting easier now, isn't it? Number 7. Foreign investors are buying a lot of properties in our country this year. Present continuous. Everybody knows a number of cosmetics companies routinely test their products on animals. Everybody knows it. In this case, it runs as singular because the word or pronoun everybody refers to everyone as one unit, everybody. So it's a single entity in this sentence. And everybody falls within this umbrella. Number 9. Despite the pressure this week, we are keeping within schedule. Present continuous as well. And finally, number 10. Demand is at a peak this month, but the production department is making every possible effort to meet the targets. Excellent. Now, you've practiced the meaning of brands, what makes a brand stand out, and now you understand the present simple and present continuous. It's time to take another exercise, but take a minute to look at your exercises so far. Do you understand it? Excellent. See you in the next exercise. Okay, now to the exercise. Describing brands. Drag a line to match the words and phrases with the correct definitions. Value for money. What do you think it means? Fashionable and attractive. More expensive than the market average. Worth its price. Not affected by changes in fashion. Able to stay in good condition for a long time. Modern and good looking. Not costing a lot of money. Always working well. What's value for money? Okay. Next, we've got stylish. Value for money means worth its price. Stylish, what do you think it means? Modern and good looking, or not costing a lot of money? What do you think? Modern and good looking, or not costing a lot of money? There we are. Stylish. Are you a stylish dresser? Upmarket. fashionable and attractive, more expensive than the market average, not affected by changes in fashion, able to stay in good condition for a long time, not costing a lot of money, always working well. Now, this sounds a little more complicated, doesn't it? Let's skip it a little bit, shall we? And move on to the simpler ones that you might understand more easily. And we'll return to it. Inexpensive. What do you think it is? Not costing a lot of money, or more expensive than the market average? Once again, more expensive than the market average, or not costing a lot of money? Inexpensive, not costing a lot of money. Timeless, always working well, fashionable and attractive, not affected by changes in fashion. Let's see. Good job. Not affected by changes in fashion. Do you know any brands in your country that can be said to be timeless? Is it a timeless watch, a timeless pair of shoes, a timeless mobile phone brand, etc.? What's cool? Fashionable and attractive, always working well, able to stay in good condition for a long time, more expensive than the market average. What's cool? Cool means fashionable and attractive. Cool shirt. Cool shoes you're wearing. Cool watch, etc. Reliable. Always working well, more expensive than the market average, or able to stay in good condition for a long time. Reliable means always working well. That brings us to durable and upmarket. What are the options? Durable, more expensive than the market average, or able to stay in good condition for a long time. There we are. And finally, upmarket means more expensive than the market average. So, do you know any upmarket brands in your country? Have you ever felt a brand was too upmarket? Have you ever felt a brand was more expensive than it had to be? That's an upmarket brand. But why run an upmarket brand? Do you think upmarket brands are sometimes more successful than regular brands? Have you ever bought an upmarket brand? Okay, so we've marked another example, another set of exercises here again, and we've done excellently well. All right, now let's do a final wrap up, an exercise. Brand management. Complete the word partnerships. Drag a word from the list to the correct box. A number of consumer associations are running campaigns to request disclosure of products in all media, including TV, movies, and video games. A number of consumer associations are running campaigns to request disclosure of product in all media, including TV, movies, and video games. Endorsement, loyalty, awareness, name, life cycle, placement, image, stretching, range, launch. What do you think it is? Select your answer. Number 2, a problem with product dash is that the celebrities might get into trouble, which could then cause negative publicity. Okay, now what's it called when a celebrity chooses to vote in confidence for a brand? Can you pick the word? Can you identify it? Endorsement, loyalty, awareness, etc. What is it? Number 3, Audi's brand dash is that of an upmarket, well-engineered, well-designed, and safe car. Number 4, by expanding their product dash, many companies hope to attract new customers. In July 2006, Coca-Cola started a huge advertising campaign to support its biggest product dash in 2 decades. In many countries, the Hoover brand dash has become a synonym for vacuum cleaners. Manufacturing, engineering companies must develop, describe, manage, and communicate information about their products. That process is called product dash management, or PLM. Many consumers are rebelling against the market dominance of large supermarket chains, and brand dash is declining among shoppers. 9, we want more consumers to become familiar with our products. So the aim of our next advertising campaign should be to raise brand dash. And now let's check the answers. Remember that word for when celebrities choose to vote in confidence for a brand? That's when you see your favorite musician on the face of your favorite mobile phone. That's called endorsement. A problem with product endorsement is that the celebrities might get into trouble, which could then cause negative publicity. This means sometimes when a celebrity endorses a product and the product does not perform well, people associate the failure of that product with that celebrity, and that could be bad for that celebrity's business or brand. Funny, isn't it? Number 1, a number of consumer associations are running campaigns to request disclosure of product placement in all media, including TV, movies, and video games. So when you advertise on TV or on a public media, it's called advert placement. Advert placement. Audi's brand image is that of an upmarket, well-engineered, well-designed, and safe car. A brand image means how the public views or thinks about your brand. By expanding their product range, many companies hope to attract new customers. Product range means how wide or how far a product travels from where it's manufactured. For example, what's your favorite cookie? What's your favorite cookie or biscuit brand? Is it manufactured in your country? And is it sold across the country or just in your city? Or is it imported from another country? That's how widely distributed it is, or how far it travels from its home state or country. A launch is the release of a new product or a new brand name. Of course, the Hoover brand name has become a synonym for vacuum cleaners. That means that it has become what you can call a household name. A household name is a brand that is so popular and successful that everybody knows what it is. Coca-Cola is a great example of a household name. That process is called product lifecycle management, or PLM. That means how long a product lasts in the mind of its consumers. Brand loyalty is your decision to use and only use a particular brand because you like it or because you feel close to the brand. Brand awareness is how well people know and relate to a brand. When Caterpillar, the manufacturer of tractors and earth-moving vehicles, moved into clothing and shoes, that was a typical example of brand stretching. So you see, they stretched their brand by creating other products that are or were outside or beyond their initial product range, or what they were initially known for. Has your brand ever stretched itself? Have you ever stretched your brand? Excellent lesson, everyone. So today we've learned and practiced how to talk about brands, and now you're very equipped to talk about it. Now you know what a brand is, how to talk about it, and you've also learned about the present simple and present continuous tenses. Good job.